Ghost Hunting in New England,
your favorite spooky podcast. Hey everyone, and happy Wednesday. Welcome to Ghost Hunting in New England with your host Amelia.
And Lauren.
And Mike.
What? Mike and Lauren? My two best friends. What are you guys doing here?
Well, we thought since Beth was in Ireland, we would stop by.
Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry, everyone. Beth is gone. She's the vacation queen. And as a vacation queen does, she's on vacation again. So you're stuck with just me for this week and next week. So I thought I'd have my two friends, Mike and Lauren, here with me. And it's kind of interesting because, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but Lauren, you believe in ghosts.
Absolutely.
And Michael, you do not believe in ghosts.
I do not.
Right. So I thought it'd be kind of interesting to get these two different views, the ghost believer and the skeptic, because what we're doing today is very cool. Today we're going over some well-known electronic voice phenomenon, aka EVPs, found on the internet. You guys can search for all of these. I'll link them in our website. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Are you guys ready to get started?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sweet. Okay, so our first EVP we found on Ranker, and it's from their Graveyard Shift site. It's from Pasadena, California in 2014. It was taken by Mace Ravenwolf and his friend. And so this comes from the Colorado Street Bridge, which is also known as the Suicide Bridge. And it got that name because there's an abnormal amount of suicides that happen there. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds have been recorded since the bridge first came out. It's also been the site of a few murders.
Ooh.
Spooky. Typically on this show, we don't do demons, but Beth is gone and we're going to make a little exception. Also because I don't know with this one, we're using a spirit box. I don't know how much I trust the spirit boxes. So do you guys know what spirit boxes are?
Nope.
I do not.
What a spirit box essentially is it kind of works with the radio frequencies around and will just spit out words to you. Now that can sometimes be a problem for me. I don't think it's the most scientific method we could use with all this. Sometimes it just spits things out that don't make any sense, have nothing to do with anything, but you can kind of like put it together in your mind. You can create this whole story and now you're searching for something that isn't there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spirit boxes, I personally, as a paranormal investigator, don't love. I don't use them. But a lot of people do. And we've had people on the show. I believe Will Fox came on and told us a story about a spirit box spitting out one of his co-investigators' son's name. And it was like a very unusual Greek name. So that was weird. So that kind of stuff can happen. If you're driving alone at night in your car and all of a sudden your radio goes haywire and stuff starts getting spit out from you there, it's probably a sign that someone's in the car with you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Come on, Mike. You know, if your car started doing that, you'd be like, what the heck?
Yeah, I'd probably turn off my radio.
Well, Michael doesn't take his car into the shop all that often.
That's fair. You know
Too many
what?
work.
In 2 weeks, it'll be a year since I got my latest car. I have not changed the oil once. So I'm with you, Mike. I totally get that.
No, I change my oil all the time.
Would you like to change my oil?
No.
Would one of our Boston-based listeners like to change the oil in my car? Or just take my car to Jiffy Lube, which for some reason I have been unable to pull off in the last 12 months.
They have a drive-through now. You don't even have to get out of the car.
I know. It's a lot. I don't feel like I should have to do it. And I feel like someone else should take care of it for me. All right, we're going to start this clip. We're going to pause it intermittently and kind of talk about it as we go. The whole thing is online. We're going to have links to all these things on our website. Once more, here we go. In Pasadena, California, the Colorado Street Bridge, aka Suicide Bridge.
All right, so we're going to try a spirit box session. We got an external speaker this time. And before we came out here, we actually went to the library to check out some of the names of people that jumped off. With the state of mind that these people were in, it's hard for us to rationalize what they did. So we're going to turn this on now. All right, if there are any spirits up here with us that would like to communicate with us right now, would you please tell us your name?
Andrew? Okay, Andrew, we can hear you, okay? We can hear you.
Is there anybody else up here with us?
Tiffany? Is that Tiffany? I heard that loud and clear.
So far, what do we think?
I was not super impressed with the spirit box.
You know, I liked the spirit box. I mean, that Andrew came across loud and clear.
For me, it's like, do I think that it said Tiffany because someone's yelling it said Tiffany, or because I heard it say Tiffany? Like, from that, I don't really hear much.
Doesn't it just pick up like sort of random radio frequencies?
Yes.
So it could be like Andrew calling in to Kiss 108.
Could.
Wait, can I say Kiss 108 on the back?
You say whatever you want on this
Okay.
podcast.
They're not going to care.
I don't think they listen to us yet. So I do think it's interesting. If they're hearing it, if you guys are hearing it, please write into us. That it is names, though.
Oh, yeah. It sounds like names.
That it's names. I mean, you ask for names and it's giving names. I mean, that's pretty...
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's very interesting. As they're talking, appears like something else might come in. Let's hear some of that.
If there are any spirits here with us that'd like to communicate, please tell us your names. Let us know you're here.
So at that part, what we just heard, you were supposed to hear, I'm a demon and I'm the devil. Did you guys hear that?
Ooh, not really, to be honest.
No, I don't really think so. I mean, the big the subtitles popping up on screen kind of make you think that that's
Right.
what's being
So
said,
in
but-
this, and that's the thing, like there are subtitles in the video, but I like when I really think about what I hear, I don't feel like I hear that. So much so, I will say, I don't think I hear that, is that they claim that it says a 2-word phrase that starts with first word M, second word F,
This is a family-friendly podcast.
This is, and Beth likes to Beth censors me a lot. So, but I don't even feel the need to censor that out because I didn't hear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, no.
Okay, let's continue.
Hey, Lord, are you here with us right now? Yes, she is. Myrtle, do you know that your daughter is still alive? Your daughter, Jean, is still alive. That's what I said. She's trying to help me. You hear that shit? I want everybody to know what happens when you jump off this bridge and end your life. What happens?
So that one I feel like I heard a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I heard don't jump. I heard that. And I heard I am not revivable, which they actually, that was slowed down a little bit so you guys can hear it better. Overall, we got a lot of EVPs to go through, so that's it for now on this one. But what do we think? Mike, ghost or no ghost?
Yeah, I'm going to go with no ghost.
Lauren, what do we think?
No ghost on this one.
I'm split.
Really?
I'm a little split. I think maybe like there were 1 or 2 things that kind of made sense. I'd say the majority of it pulling out stuff that I don't know if it was wanting to hear things. Can we say that? Yeah, I'm split on this one. And it is a very haunted site. If you go onto our website and you see this video, they also talk about different photos they took. And if you want to write in and talk to Beth and I about these photos, I have a lot of opinions. But you know what? This isn't the photo show. This is the EVP show. So let's keep it moving. This one comes from the doll Carol Ann, a very haunted doll. She's supposed to talk to people through EVPs, which is kind of interesting. Let's get started.
Carol Ann, your real name. Why are you
Whoa. Did you hear that?
and having that physical contact with living beings?
Yes.
How old are you? Can you please tell me how old you are? Are you able
17.
to show your image? Tell me how old you are. Are you able
17.
to show your image?
Pain.
What does Nozo exist? Are you otherwise known as Zozo? Do you have something to do?
It's like we're in like a different like spectral.
Okay, yeah, so that was from the group Live Sci-Fi doing the 100-year-old doll Carol Ann. What do we think?
I'm into it.
I kind of thought it was even worse than the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, part of that's fair. Did you hear it say 17?
I did hear 17.
I heard 17 very clearly.
Not really. I kind of didn't feel like I heard almost any of the things that they said they were saying on that one. I felt like the last one, it was a lot more clear than on that one.
I think this one's kind of interesting because I almost feel like some of the sounds we were hearing almost sounded to me like static electricity
Yeah, a bit.
or like radio static.
Yeah, it was the ghost of dial-up chiming in.
Mike. So one thing that we always talk about on this podcast, and we always will continue to talk about because it's so true, is that ghosts do play with the electricity, right? And that's why we carry our EMF readers with us to get those sparks. So I wish in the video that they had an EMF reader out too, because a lot of times when you get EVPs, your EMF will light up at the same time. So that's always kind of interesting, and that's a good way to kind of go through. It is always good to, if you're taking your camcorder with you or some sort of video recorder, to be doing an EVP with your EMF reader out and recording the entire thing on film, and you can see where these things line up. That's a very, very helpful tactic. This one, what do we think? Lauren?
Ghost.
Mike?
Actually, I just want to ask, what was going on with him asking the questions? Because it sounded like the questions being asked were like pre-recorded and then the responses were like the static.
How an EVP works is it only works on playback.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But the people in the first one didn't sound like they were doing...
That wasn't an EVP, that was a spirit box.
Oh, okay.
Pay attention, Mike.
I know.
Spirit box, you talk to it, it spits out words. EVP is just a regular voice recorder.
Gotcha.
So you ask questions, you listen to it back, and that's when you hear the different frequencies coming in.
Got it.
Okay, our next one comes from this guy, Steve Huff, who is, I don't know for sure, the name sounds so familiar to me, but we are so unprepared for tonight's podcast. Steve Huff, he is a medium, I believe, and here's an EVP he caught in his own home. So here we go.
It's 11 p.m. Haven't come out in a while, but I felt a presence in my house earlier and caught an EVP. Just gonna walk from here.
Okay, so did you guys hear the "Don't Leave Us"? Because I did, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
You did? Yes,
Yep.
Mike?
Yeah, it sounded like Don't Leave Us.
Perfect. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so they said that part was saying this is Big Ben. What do we think?
No, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, close enough. I couldn't make it out to be something other than that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I heard, but now it's going to play in reverse. Okay, so when we heard it in reverse, what'd you guys hear?
I heard play with you.
Play with you. Pretty close. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, no. So pretty close. Playing stuff in reverse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That sounds like some 1960s rock and roll is evil stuff I'm not into. You know what I mean?
That's where it's going, though.
All right, here we go.
Can you show yourself? I know you're here. Can you show yourself?
All right, so what did we think it said right there?
I'm torn on this one.
Yeah, I didn't really... He said it was saying yeah earlier, and I didn't hear the yeah, and then the play with me, I didn't hear that either.
Yeah, I'm not really hearing that.
Mm-mm.
All right, let's keep going.
I saw you. Can you do that again? I saw you on the screen. I don't see you in the room with my eyes.
Did we hear it say I can?
I heard it say I can't more than I can.
Okay.
That honestly sounded like it was like somebody else in the house or something, or somebody in the distance.
So, Michael, you bring up a very good point.